say there's maybe a lot of uncharacteristic defensive plays, miscues tonight from your group?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say. Just execution. Maybe a couple unfortunate bounces. The puck's kind of just bouncing on us, but plays that we usually make. So move on, learn from it, and get ready for Colorado.
Yeah, did you find, Utah can be fairly aggressive with the forecheck. Do you think that maybe some of that pressure caused some of those unforced errors?
Maybe. When the puck's bouncing and, it's a good opportunity for the opponent to go at you. If the puck's clean, maybe we make that play and stuff like that. And, those boards, a couple of bad bounces. But there was opportunities there where we could have done a little better job with our execution and not maybe giving our partner kind of a bad puck. So that stuff is easily to clean up for our group. So that's the encouraging part of that.
Obviously, to lose Adam Lowry kind of early-ish in that game, and then you lost Gabe for a bit, kind of throws everyone, I guess, out of whack a little bit.
Well, it's more ice and more opportunity for other guys. But at the end of the day, those are good players for us. Obviously, losing Laus, he does so much for our group offensively and defensively. Our captain, our leader, we did miss him out there for sure. And when G was out for a bit, we missed him as well. I was happy to see him come back. Obviously, a bit of a scary play. Inadvertent kind of guys run into each other, but happy to see that he was back. And more opportunity for guys to play, and you hope that you can, kind of take that chance and run with it. And unfortunately, we weren't able to do that tonight.
I wonder if you have any theory on it's the third time in the last 10 games that you guys haven't had a power play opportunity. Any idea why that is? Can a team do more to try and draw penalties?
Well, for sure. I think first thing you got to do is look internally and see what we can do better. We can only control what we can control. We can't control what the refs are going to do. Refs miss calls every game, both ways. It's just the nature of the business. They're doing the best they can, but it's a fast game. Things happen. There's things that we can do better to draw penalties. We can, drive our feet a little bit more, maybe take more pucks to the net, cause some holds or things of that nature. I don't know, I'm just kind of spitballing, but at the end of the day, you have to always look internally first and see what you can do. We haven't scored a ton of goals either. We got to find a way to score goals or at least be more threatening in certain areas. So first and foremost, we got to look in the mirror, and we know deep down in that room that we got a lot more to give on that front, and we've showed it for most of the year.
Just last one for me then, but would you take something out of the way you guys did push once it got to 4-0 and kind of made a game of it?
Yeah, at the end of the day, you got to keep playing no matter what, and we know that we're going to see these guys in a couple of days or a couple of games, so we're not just going to roll over and kind of die. We're going to keep pushing, and it was good to make it a game, and you never know. We got one, and it's a one-goal game. You never know what happens, so it was good to see us with a push, but I'd like to see that maybe a little bit earlier.
Thanks, Scott.
Yep.
Games with Adam Lowry, and we obviously know his importance to this team. So when you see him go down and then not come out to start the second, how does that kind of resonate with the group?
It sucks. He's our captain. He's our leader. Plays the right way every single shift he goes out there. Huge part of this team, and a special guy. You don't want to see anyone get injured. But, every injury stings, so, it's not fun.
Yeah, and then obviously Gabe has that scare as well, and he's gone for a bit, throws everything kind of into chaos. Do you think that contributed to maybe a tough second period at all for you guys?
No, not at all.
How would you explain that, kind of how that period played out?
We don't. It's pretty simple. We don't play the right way. Long shifts, turnovers, and they're a good team. Like, you don't take anything away from them. They're a really good team, and they dominated us today. It's as simple as that. But we're not winning the Stanley Cup with the way that we're playing today.
You guys didn't draw any power plays. That obviously a huge weapon of what you guys can do. I think that's the third time in 10 games. Is that more on what you guys maybe aren't doing to earn some power plays, or?
For sure.
Tonight, maybe? Yeah.
For sure. Is it a mix of Could they have called one? Absolutely, but overall, when it happens as much as it's happening right now, it's on us. Obviously we don't go down to get a power play, but we're obviously not playing the right way and getting inside and creating the penalties against. So, yeah, it's on us.
I know it was ultimately too little too late, but your line, or the new look line there, you guys did get the 2 goals. You, Nino, and Mark. I don't think the 3 of you haven't played a whole lot together, right? But what do you think was working just with you guys?
I don't know. I think we ended up getting some speed going and getting out of our zone quick and turning it, and Bubs' shot was great. I don't think the goalie saw it, and the second one was good entrance as well, getting pucks to the net, around the net, and getting the rebound and getting the puck to the net again. We didn't do that enough. Yeah.
Last one for me, but we haven't seen many games like this from you guys. You obviously recognize that you guys need to be better. So how do you sort of flush this and make sure it doesn't become anything more than just a game?
Well, you look yourself in the mirror. Like I said, that is not Winnipeg Jets hockey. It's not the first time this year we've played this way. And when you don't play the right way in this league, doesn't matter who you're playing against, you're not winning that game. And you're letting our goalies down. And, we have the team in here to do something great. And when we play the right way, we are dominant. We are great, and it is pretty simple. So, yeah.
assessments from Nikolai Ehlers and Dylan DeMello, both saying not going to win many games at all playing the way you guys did tonight. So they recognize it, but any thoughts as to why you guys played that way tonight?
That was embarrassing. That was of all the games this year, that was the most embarrassing game for me, for our players. I take full credit. I got to be the one that has to hold these guys accountable, make sure we're better. That was embarrassing. We were from top to bottom. We did a horseshit job.
You always talk about what you guys need to do, not so much the other teams. Well, obviously, they came at you pretty aggressively, and I guess puck management was a big issue tonight.
It was really big in the sense that we didn't win a whole lot of battles. They got in on the forecheck, created turnovers. Even though it was 0-0 for a long stretch there, we still didn't get enough out of opportunities and didn't do enough to win that hockey game. Just our execution, a lot of those things, just not good enough. That's on me. I got to make sure I got to push these guys to be a heck of a lot better than that.
second period was where maybe things really started to get away. How much would you, or do you put any of it on? You know, you've lost your captain to injury. Gabe gets banged up. You've got 10 forwards. The lines look different every single shift. Like, did that play a role, do you think, in some of that?
It was still 0-0 game.
Yeah.
It was still 0-0 game, and wasn't like we had to shorten the bench, but you know, at the end of the day, we had one scoring chance before they scored their goal in that second period. We had lots of time in their end, didn't execute, couldn't get the pucks down to the front of the net. Our forwards didn't work hard enough to get to the front of the net. It's one of those games. So.
What can you tell us about Adam?
I don't know anything that way. So, all right, thank you.